Welcome to our tax savings live chat Tuesday. I'm Chris, Chief Marketing Officer of my company, Wyco Tax LLC. We are an outsourced accounting and wealth planning services here in the United States. We do this live chat every second and fourth Tuesday of the month, usually 9 in the morning. Now, we're going to talk about what are the benefits of outsourcing. For those guests that we are live on our different platforms from LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. You can type your questions below and on the chat box, and we will answer all the questions at the end of this presentation. Now, I'm going to share my screen. Well, it's already there, so we can get these things started. Yeah, the tax season is over, but we're still ongoing because we have filed so many extensions for corporates and companies that have not done their bookkeeping correct, reconciliation, etc. So that's why we're giving this free workshop to give more nuggets of information on how can they do their accounting functions, also their tax compliance, because it all starts having a good tax savings plan rely on the good record keeping. So that's why the accurate record keeping, it's a must whenever you would like to have the effective tax savings strategy. Today, we're going to discuss on how to maximize efficiency and cost savings, the benefits of outsourcing. We are going to cover explore options on outsource to significantly reduce overhead costs of businesses, advantage of tapping into specialized skill and knowledge through outsourcing, and emphasize how outsourcing accounting functions allows businesses to focus on their core competency and strategic initiatives. We would like to inform that this workshop is less than 30 minutes. The Q&A session will be encouraged, but for the meantime, you can type your questions in the chat sections on our Facebook channel or any even on our YouTube and LinkedIn. Disclaimer that this material has been prepared for informational purposes only. It is not intended to provide and should not be relied on for any tax or legal or accounting advice. Examples and other materials in this webinar are only for illustrative purpose and should not be relied upon technical answers. That Wyco Tax LLC is a virtual outsourced accounting and wealth planning company. We are not associated with any institutions on this presentation, and it is a private business providing resources for small businesses. All right, let's dig deeper. The people that should attend, if you are a small business owner, self-employed, work from home, receiving 1099s, have S corporations, LLCs, partnerships with or without employees, e-commerce, non-accountants, high-income professional, more than $80,000. This presentation is for you because guess what? Since the beginning of year 2022, there's a tsunami of IRS audits. IRS is hiring 87,000 new agents to audit small business owner. So you have to avoid the trial and error approach that will cause IRS red flags, which paralyzes your business. The main consideration, please write this down. Typically, especially here in Dallas, the typical bookkeeper when you hire costs you 35,000 part-time, 35 to 50,000, whether it's full-time or part-time. You have to take that in consideration. And the first thing that you need to check is the labor cost. The wages and benefits for accounting professionals differ widely across regions, and offshore locations often offer lower labor costs compared to many Western countries. Remember, it's not just about the wage. From the time of the onboarding, the interview, having an HR, scouting, background check, all of this already is going to get into the way of your business. So might as well if you can outsource it for the meantime or outsource the whole accounting would be ideal. That's also we recommended. Security infrastructure like QuickBooks, where we're going to go to number two, the infrastructure cost. Maintaining an in-house accounting department involves overhead costs such as office space, equipment, software licenses, and utilities. Now, the queen or the king of the accounting software that we widely use in the US is QuickBooks Online. not the desktop. We are all online now, and you need to have your online QuickBooks because this gives you access, easy access, and also you own the accounting software. Why do you have to own the accounting software? Because if ever you don't, let's say you let go of your accountant, whether in-house or outsourced, they don't have the copy of your financials. This is a common scenario for clients that, oh, I would have my accountant has the copy. That should not be the case. Your bookkeeper, your accountant, tax professional should only have the duplicate or guest access on your financials. They should not be the main owner, because if things go south, that the relationship turns sour, they might blackmail you, and or maybe they would charge you for additional if you don't owe your accounting software. That's the reason why we always told them it's easier for you, and it's best for the company to have their online QuickBooks. We also have the link on our on at the end of the presentation for you to check what type of QuickBooks, because you could start with less than $30 per month, depending on the complexity of your accounting needs. So that's why it's better that you check their prices. And this cost can be significantly reduced or eliminated when outsourcing offshore as the service provider typically bears these expenses. Now, the other benefits of outsourcing, there are five benefits that we pinpointed for the past experience that we've been doing this. You can have a peace of mind. You don't need to deal with the IRS itself. Let's say you receive IRS letter, they all look on your records, the financial statements, and one one report that you submitted to the IRS during the audit can drastically change the course of the audit. One wrong report. So what are you going to submit? For example, you did your accounting as a cash, or and then you submit an accrual report to the IRS that would really cause an raise on the eyebrows of IRS, which means you are trying to guess everything on your financial statements. That's why we have this case, chip marketing company, and they submit an accrual report versus a cash report, and that's the time that they came to us because the IRS noticed there's a big discrepancy on their financial statements. So you have to be careful. Also, always consult with the professional before you even talk to the IRS. Number two, you can save headache. You do not need to purchase and learn complicated accounting software. All you have to do is just to have a subscription, not the complex, but the basic one, and then we will take it from there. You can give us guest access. All right, so just purchase the basic one, and then it will also save you time, because time is money. When as a business owner myself, entrepreneur, your focus is more to drive the business to the next. You are handling the sales, you're handling maybe customer relationships, developing partnerships or joint ventures. In terms of the back end, you need to have somebody that's smarter than you. For example, you need to have more experienced accountant like what we have on our company. You also need to have maybe legal lawyer that or in a retainer's fee. And then number three, you can also have a good lender, experienced lenders. These three are the three team people that you need to have to grow your business. And then if you save time, you build more collaborations. And number four, you save money, no more penalties. Because the problem with others, they don't know when during tax filing that there are two types of compliance: paying and filing on time. Paying on time, it means if you cannot file your taxes before April 15 or March 15, you have to file an extension, which at least waive you from any type of penalty. However, even if you file an extension, it doesn't mean that it also extended your payment. You still have to make the payment, your tax liability, on or before the deadline, which is either April 15 or March 15. All right, so that's a big misconception. Now, if you cannot file on time, file an extension. If you cannot pay on time, arrange an installment agreement on or before April 15. That will save you this kind of penalties and interest. Then number five, this is another thing. If you're expanding your company and you bootstrap, but from your family and friends, you bootstrap the money, get those money, but other, you need more money for expansion. whether hiring people or purchasing new training materials, having a new CRM. It's better to have access to loans and grants because this is what you call leverage. Other people's money, other banks' money, like line of credit. You want to use it on your own advantage, but make sure this is a good debt. Remember, not all debts are bad and not all debts are good. You want to make sure that the money that you're going to make in the next on your projections is bigger than the interest that you're paying to the bank. That's why whether you're applying with the SBA lenders or bankers, they all need an updated tax return and financial statements. But why WICO tax? Because we stand by our name, WYCO. We are worry-free, year-round, competitive, and on-time accounting and wealth planning service solution. That's why we have a team combined 30 years experience for your accounting and wealth planning needs. All right. So, for example, with Gloria, this is a typical client of ours. She needs to keep in mind related to her financial documents. Number one, she needs to have a extension file if she has not done that. Number two, she has to have her own QuickBooks online. And number three, she needs to also have like a meeting every quarterly to the company. That's the minimum I can say that you also always have a 30-minute tax strategy meeting with your accountant or with your tax professional in able to see the picture because you cannot hit the target that you cannot see, right? So that's why it's important to have quarterly meeting. Even you can just ask questions. That's why we always have our different package, whether it's just consulting or whether we do the accounting or bookkeeping itself. We can customize the package for you because at the end we would like to also identify the part of our service is how are your income being taxed, whether it's tax later, tax deferred, tax free, because from there we can offer a solution and we try to simplify this like more digestible presentation. That's why I create a pizza pie chart where we dissect 6 slices of pizza. Number one, once we identify the source of your income, we also need to know the business identity or the business entity of the company, whether you're LLC, S corporation, C corporation, because all of these entities have different tax compliance and they have different record keeping requirements. Uh, you cannot do a bookkeeping for partnership, but you are doing using a sole proprietor accounting. Okay, so those are two different accounting software or format. And then also record keeping. It's important that we integrate your bank, your credit card to the QuickBooks online. Then from there, we also have to check business expenses because expenses on the regular general accounting is different from the IRS tax expenses. They are two different. There are some expenses in the account the for the tax that is not the same rule with accounting. For example, meals for the business expense for the tax filing, they only consider 50%, but in general accounting, it's 100%. Those are just some of the things that you have to look out for. And then slide number 4, we have also the business tax credits. When we talk about tax credits, these are offsetting your taxable income. Let's say you have half million of income and then 300,000 is the business expense. You still have a 200,000 taxable income. This is where tax credits kick in, like research and development tax credit, solar energy, electric car credit. Okay, so those are the credits that you can use to offset the taxable income. And then that's very popular here are billion-dollar company like Amazon, where they pay up to zero taxes on 2018 because they're using a research and development tax credits. We also have a team of people that can do the tax credits intake basic analysis to you. And then after that, if you still have some taxable income, we're going to go to slide 5. Where can else you park your money? Let's say going back to the example of 200,000 taxable income, because of tax credits, his taxable income was offset by 150,000. What can he do with the 50,000? He can part with his money to some other tax shelter plan like 401k, annuities. These are our defined benefit plans. So these are the other things that we also do because you cannot just avoid and make the taxes go away. You have to diversify your money where the IRS allow you to diversify. And when you park your money on this tax shelter plan, it offset your taxable income every year. And also it you can also have your own bank with your own if you are doing a tax shelter plan. Okay. And then number six, at the end, we do the tax filing. So if you apply slice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then number six would be the deadline, the tax filing compliance. So that's why we created at least minimum of 10,000 tax savings pie chart. So that's why we also have a one-time offer because again, the a good tax planning starts with a good record keeping. That's the reason we're bundling our your accounting and tax bundle with us. So here you're going to have all your tax and email support. Any case that you get audited on 2023, there's a 3-year audit assistance only if we did two services for your 2023. Should be bookkeeping and tax filing. You also have a dedicated virtual accountant that will answer all your questions. And at the end, we will prepare together the bookkeeping and tax filing. Then quarterly meeting. All right. So next, we changed the format a little bit because I've been doing tax savings Tuesdays twice a month live. This will be a closed session. We're going to talk about maximizing wealth strategies in 401k, IUL, and IRA planning. So we're going to discuss the different. This is going to be May 28th, Tuesday, 9 in the morning. This is going to be my probably in the Wyco Tax office and the conference room. Will send you the details on Eventbrite, so you get the address. You can be in person or you can be virtual. So this is hybrid presentation. So we're going to delve into the unique features of the Index Universal Life and the individual retirement account tactics. All right, connect with me. Well, the company and me are in LinkedIn, YouTube, and Facebook, Instagram. So there you go. That's all for my presentation today. What are your common takeaways with our topic today? So we're going to open our time for question and answer. So we have Liam. Liam, thank you for attending our live chat. If you have questions, let me know. But our contact information is also provided below. Let me see if we have some questions on our Tax page, but if not, you can always contact us to book your free 30-minute consultation. So again, thank you for listening and contact us today if you have further question and book your 30-minute free consultation. Because just like you, your tax needs a break.